All right. So, any update on Teofimo? Since that loss, I was actually there at the fight. Since that loss, we haven't pretty much heard even a rumor as to when is he coming back, who is he going to fight, is he going to move up, is he going to rematch? I haven't heard absolutely anything about Teofimo.
Yeah, so I mean, of all guys that we talk about Ryan Garcia, recovering from all his mental health issues. I'm not saying Teofimo was there, but if anyone deserves a rest, it's him. It sucked that his fight with George Kambosos went that ridiculous route, waiting out all that Triller nonsense.
Yeah.
A fight of the year contender. Matter of fact, I'm going to disclose. I thought it was the best fight of 2021.
Me too. Me too.
That it was, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. How could you say that anything else is better? I thought that was better.
We're on the same boat. A lot of people, even Lefty from Chicken Talk, he was on my case because of that. I'm like, listen, the storyline. This guy came from Australia. All the delays, he was predicted that he was going to get knocked out in the first round, and then he drops the guy in his hometown in the first round, and then it was a great fight, great back and forth. Then he gets dropped in the 10th. He cuts Teofimo. It was a fantastic fight. I was there live, man. The stadium was rocking. Well, whatever it was, the arena was rocking, man. Right. It was a fantastic fight.
I remember. So my wife and I were actually in Atlanta. That was like a rare weekend where I had off. We were in Atlanta watching the Knicks actually beat the Atlanta Hawks that night. But we got back, in time or whatever. I wound up watching that fight and then Stephen Fulton and Brandon Figueroa, which is in my top 3 for the best fights of 2020.
Fantastic fight.
But yeah, it was incredible to see those two back to back. But yeah, that fight, for all the nonsense that it had going into it, it lived up to everyone who invested in it. Like, they got their money's worth and then some. And that's the weird part. It's like you kind of want to see what Teofimo's next move, especially if he moves up to 140, because that's the belief that he's done with 135. So maybe his energy was sapped just enough to where we're going to see a bigger, stronger Teofimo at 140. I personally don't care how humble or not humble a fighter is. So I don't know if that loss is going to humble. I don't expect it. Well, I certainly don't expect it to humble Teofimo Sr. But
yeah, listen, listen. I'm from Brooklyn, and so I know that's not. We talk shit, man. This is how we are, man. Exactly. We talk shit. That ain't humbling shit.
Yep.
Trust me. Like, and Teofimo, he didn't grow up in Brooklyn. He lived until he was like 6 or 7. I don't know. So, but definitely, you're right. His father ain't gonna be humble. His father really from Brooklyn. So
yeah, exactly. So I mean, I think he could do a lot of damage at 140, though. I'm not, Teofimo is far from done. And again, he's young. He's 24 years old.
Yeah.
He's a long road ahead. It's weird. I think a lot of people kind of want to see Teofimo's next move more so than maybe even George Kambosos. I mean, hopefully George Kambosos does fight Devin Haney. We, put to rest all the nonsense with all those belts, or Ryan Garcia or Tank. But, absent that, it's like, okay, yeah, he's the champ. But, Teofimo was still the bigger name going in. Now, God bless George Kambosos. He's handled that terrifically. He did all the right, media tours. I don't think there's a single reporter he didn't speak to since he won the championship. So
he's done a good job promoting himself.